it's Sherry G. Welcome to the channel. Look, if you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. So, a couple of hours ago, Melody did a live and she revealed that none other than Martell Holt sent her 10 dozen roses 2 weeks ago. I want to talk about that. But before I do, keep in mind that the views expressed in this video are alleged, of my opinion, and those who choose to comment down below in the comment section, and it is all for entertainment. Excuse me. So yes, Mr. Martell sent Melody, allegedly, 10 dozen roses to her residence a couple of weeks ago. Now, when I first heard that, I was like shocked. And then after sitting with it for a minute, I wasn't shocked. To me, it's typical Martell. And it fits if he is the alleged narcissist that we all speculate he is. I mean, in the opinion of most people, he does portray those characteristics. Anyway, whether it's been diagnosed or not, I don't know. And I'm not in any position to do a thing like that. But just according to what we see and what we know about narcissism, it seems very much so that he is. If nothing else, I know that he is very manipulative. And whenever he does something, he's trying to shift the narrative or shift things to work in his favor. So I was wondering, well, why would he be sending 2 dozen roses? I mean, what is he trying to get at now? What is it that he's trying to accomplish? What is it that he wants? Because we all know that allegedly he's been asking Mel to pray at 10 o'clock for them to get back together. So anyway, that didn't work out in his favor. She didn't do the prayer. So now what, Martell? So I do believe that Martell needs a place to stay. This is allegedly, and this is in my opinion, because according to research that we have all done, a couple of us vloggers, and things that we found out, things that we heard, allegedly Martell is staying in a rental property that is actually pending sale right now today. So, if this is true, that would mean that Martell is going to have to get out of that residence. He's either going to have to leave when the sale closes, or maybe a part of the reason why it's pending is because they want him out first. Not really sure about that part. Or the third scenario could be they're just waiting for it to close, to get to closing, to close for, all of the things that happen behind the scenes to happen, all of the paperwork and all of that involved in a closing to happen, take place, sit down at the table and make it do what it do so the owners can get the keys. And then they may be threatening to evict him. That would be the next step, right? To actually have him legally forced out of the residence. How embarrassing that would be for Martell. So I firmly believe, this is my strong opinion, that Martell has eyes and ears out in these internet streets and out in YouTube. I strongly believe that he knows that we all, a lot of us, speculate that he is in this rental home. Some are even speculating that he is squatting in that home. And I know that Martell's ego is too big to handle that, if it is true. He doesn't want us to find out that's true. I mean, when we go back to the allegations about him and Ariane getting into an altercation or being taken down to the police station for noise ordinance violation, whatever the case is, we know he came on live to try to debunk all of that because, of course, his ego couldn't handle that, right? Allegedly, and in my opinion. So I strongly believe that him sending all of these roses to Mel is because there's something he wants, something he needs. And I also believe that it may be more than one thing. I believe that the other part of it is the custody case. It's not going the way Martell wants it to go. Martell is the one who initiated this whole saga, and he's trying to control the narrative of that situation as well, but it's just not working the way he wants. He forgot that it's chess, not checkers. So he started the war, but he's not prepared to finish the battle. And what I'm saying is, he said that when he got to court and he sat down, he and his lawyers sat down, they were trying to move the situation from a hearing to mediation. And he mentioned that Mel and her lawyer probably looked at it about 30 or 45 minutes and they denied and said, no, we want to go forward with the hearing. And then his lawyer told him, well, it's going to cost you $10,000 for 20 days. And he said he laughed and he walked away because he didn't want to go back and forth, whatever that meant. So in my mind, he is eventually this is going to either get thrown out of court or he's going to forfeit because they're not going to move to mediation, and they do have a choice. So I don't know. Just hopefully that will be over soon. But so he has that. He has the place, the fact that he has nowhere to go. And that's what I think this 100 roses is for. Like everything that Martell does is for him, is to benefit him, is trying to change the narrative for him. One of the things that Melody mentioned is that she left the roses outside of her garage. So she never brought them inside of the house. Now, in my mind, I'm telling you, in my mind, when I heard her say that, I could actually see Martell sitting in some obscure location, watching to see if those roses went inside the house. Had they gone inside of the house, he would have been happy, like, because he would have taken that as, oh my God, I'm getting somewhere. That would have excited him to no end. Y'all know it. Y'all know it would have. And I'm so glad she didn't take those roses in the house. Kudos to you, girl. Kudos, Mel. I believe that leaving them on the outside of the house was the best solution because it's going to send the strongest message. Had she brought them inside the house and then told him, well, I just brought him in the house because I just didn't want to leave him out there, he's not going to see it that way. Remember, his reality is obscured, right? His reality is a bit altered from the rest of us, allegedly. He's not operating out of reality. Actually, he's operating out of the fantasies that he's created in his mind, in my opinion. And he's moving forward. He's moving in a way to, in his mind, bring them back together. But it's just not going to happen because she's done. And he's not getting that part. Or he's trying everything he can to change her mind, which, I mean, I'd be shocked as all heck if she changed her mind. So I'm glad she left the roses on the outside of the garage because I think that is the strongest message. Again, like I said, I could see him sitting in some obscure location watching everything go down. I'm being dramatic, but then again, he might. Eesh. But anyway, I know that if he goes back by there and he sees the roses on the outside, he'll get the message, but he'll also get upset. But anyway, I don't know. I'll just be glad when this whole thing is over for them, the custody battle and everything, so Mel can truly move on, change her name, and just get away from him. I mean, they're going to always be, a part of one another's lives because of the children. But yeah, right now, it's kind of hard to say with Martell. Like, you certainly can't trust him. So just keeping Mel in prayer. That's what I'm doing. And praying, that she's safe, the children are safe, and that they move through this pretty quickly. Anyway, that was my observation about the roses. There's so much going on in these internet streets. There's so much to commentate on, but sometimes I just have to back up and take a breath. With all of the latest shenanigans, I actually felt myself wanting to like give up. But like I said, God is still leading and guiding me on what this channel is actually supposed to look like and what direction I'm supposed to take. So backing out is not the thing. Um, at least for right now, I'm still in it. And I appreciate all of you who have been here with me from day one. Those of you who recently joined, thank you so much. If you haven't liked the channel or the video, please do so. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell because, yes, I'll be back. Until then, ciao.